Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bonfire. These are the fireside chats where you're getting an opportunity to get to know the speakers a little bit better that you're going to be coming to the Bonfire event to hear speaking. Today, I'm really excited because we have one of the most remarkable stories that I think I've ever heard. When you go to an event and you hear one of the speakers speaking and they're sharing one of your stories, what are their stories, and you're sitting there, your jaw just drops open and you're like, how is this even possible? It is possible, and this is real, and this really happened. And so it is such a pleasure and such an honor of mine to introduce you to Rosie Overcomer. If you haven't seen her yet on stage, I can promise you you're in for an absolute treat with her, with a story that is mind-blowing. And so, Rosie, welcome here to the Bonfire Fireside Chats. It's really lovely to have you here. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the audience about who you are, what you do, and then we're going to dive right into all of the other good stuff.
Thank you, Benita. Thank you for such a lovely welcome. My name is Rosie Overcomer, and I am married to Elijah Overcomer. We used to live in Gloriavale, and we left 10 years ago with our 3 children at the time, and we now have 6 children, and we are dairy farming, share milking a dairy farm, and we have a couple of other farming things on the go, and some tree planters as well. So it's all go for us with the kids and with our jobs.
Yeah, blows my mind, honestly. You're doing farming and you've got 6 children and you're like, oh, like, so everything is, yeah, amazing, amazing. But Rosie, for those people who don't really know what Gloriavale is, I mean, for a lot of people living in New Zealand, they will, but for our listeners who are outside of New Zealand, tell them a bit about what is Gloriavale and what is so important about the fact that you were able to get out of it.
I think Gloriavale is a religious-based cult, and it's a mind control group or a thought control group. I was born into that and was taught from a young age that I had to be in that community to be saved, to get to heaven. And I grew up with a very strong fear of the outside world and of doing anything wrong, really. So I think what's important in sharing my story is that people can see that things can be really hard, life can be really hard, but you can make a complete pivot and change your life based on your values and take action with intention and purpose to create the life that you want for you and your family.
Amazing. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's such an extraordinary story, Rosie. How many people would you say, like, how easy is it for people to actually leave Gloriavale?
It's an interesting question because they say they don't stop you from leaving, and physically they don't really, but they don't make it at all easy for you to. And mentally and spiritually and verbally, they do everything possible to stop you from leaving. And also you have had a lifetime of indoctrination into thinking that leaving is going to be the worst possible thing for you. So it's not easy. It was the hardest thing that I have ever done, making the decision to leave Gloriavale.
What was so hard for you about making that decision?
I had to come to a place where I believed it was the right thing to do, was the first thing. And I had never made a decision for myself that I was confident in, knowing that it was the right thing. It was always based off what the leaders said. So that's one hard thing. Stepping into the unknown is always hard, and I knew nothing really about the outside world, and had to learn as a mother of 3 very small children with a 4th on the way how everything works, right down to what's a birthday party. And so you can kind of see from that extent how much I had to learn in a short time so that I could then teach my children. And that was really hard, not knowing what I had to learn, but knowing that there was a lot. Yeah.
How many years did you spend in Gloriavale, and sort of what age did you manage to get out?
I was born there and I left when I was 27. So, yeah, 27 years.
27 years of never being in the outside world, of not knowing how it works. And at the age of 27, you left to start being a member of a society that you'd never known.
Yeah, true. And I knew how the society that I lived in worked. And it was really hard for me to know that I knew nothing of the new one I was going into. But with the goal and the purpose of having a safe place for my children and raising them in the way that I thought was right and that I could be with my husband. So, and that was what was important to me.
Wow, Rosie. Yeah. Every time I hear a bit more of your story or even hear it again, I'm just like, oh my God, like I just can't believe that you've gone through all of that. So what do you think? I mean, it's a really powerful story for me of your immense bravery to be able to create change in your life. It's a really positive story. It is at times a really heartfelt story, and one where I've cried listening to you speaking, but one where I've also walked away with a real sense of inspiration, a real sense of putting life in perspective for myself, and with many, many different gifts from hearing your remarkable story. I want to know from you, though, what do you think the audience will walk away from by hearing your story? What is it that you want them to walk away from?
I would love the audience to walk away with inspiration and knowing that they can do hard things. That whatever it is, that challenging thing, this thing, normally fear's holding you back from doing something that you know will make the change in your life that you want. And you can do it. I can. If I can, anybody can. And I am a woman, a mother, and I know that I have a lot more capability than I give myself credit for, and you do too.
I really, really love that. I love that so much. That's so awesome, Rosie. Another question I have for you is, what is meaningful for you and important for you about this specific audience? So speaking to aspirational business women who are really on a personal development journey to really change their professional success and really take themselves into the next level. What do you think is meaningful for you?
I think, well, I am a woman in business, so I'm one of them, and I think that's meaningful to me, as well as I come from a society where women were put down, and really they only had one purpose in life, and that was to have babies. And women are capable of, yes, they are capable of that, but they are capable of so much more. And when you are valued and you see your own value, the world's your oyster. There's so much you can do with it. And I think women in business have a lot going for them, and I'm excited about this opportunity and really looking forward to it.
I love all of that so much. You know, we live just even in general society. I think, you know, the different genders and all of that sort of thing, you know, we've got a far way to go still to get everybody on an equal page, if there is ever such a thing as an equal page. But I feel like you're absolutely right. And I love the fact that you were able to come out of a place where women were really suppressed, more so than what it is in general society. And you've been able to really transform and change your life into the extraordinary woman that you are today. And it is so inspirational, Rosie. I want to find out from you, just as a last question here, because I know that our listeners who are watching this will probably be going, oh my God, can I just hear more of her story? But, you know, so why should people come to Bonfire? Why do you think it's important for, especially at this time of year? Why do you think they should be
there? Women are awesome. Let's get together and really put some great minds together and have a good time. It's going to be an epic event, and you're going to come away with so much and really end the year on a high if you come to this event. That's what I think. And then be ready, like, you know, with the saying, you get ready the night before to have a good day the next day. This is it. Finish the year on a high so that you're ready to start the new year with a bang. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. Get ready the night before. It's like get ready the end of the year before for the next year. Yes, yes, yes. I love that so much. Oh my goodness, if you have not yet gotten your tickets, please head on over to bonfireleaders.com. Go and grab your early birds. They are about to run out. And tickets are selling out really quickly, so make sure that you book your seat because you don't want to miss out on this really extraordinary event, Bonfire, where aspirational businesswomen are coming together. They're blazing a path from personal development to professional success. We'd love to have you there. We also have a VIP exclusive dinner happening in the evenings that you are very welcome to come and join us in. It'll be a really intimate, beautiful setting with all of the speakers. You get to come and hang out and just connect and build those really genuine, meaningful connections, because I know that for all of us, connection is so important and valuable in being able to take us up to that next level as well. Rosie, in my eyes, you are such a remarkable woman. I literally cannot wait to hear your story again. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your willingness to share your story with the world. The world needs it. And I cannot wait for all of you at home who are watching this to hear Rosie's story as well. Look forward to seeing you at the bonfire.